This week we have a ton of exciting content for you. We get to know one of the dance team members, take a look at how softball has been preparing in the off season, and we check out the upcoming schedule. Don't go anywhere, the LTU Sports Report starts right now. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the LTU Sports Report. I'm your host, Sarah Davis. We kick it on over to the point as we check out the women's soccer game against Lourdes University.
It's an exciting day here at Blue Devil Stadium as the Lawrence Tech women's soccer team takes on the Grey Wolves of Lourdes University. The Grey Wolves have an 0-3 record and are yet to score their first goal in the season, but it's a different story for the Blue Devils, who look to start their season off 2-0 after a 1-0 win at Indiana Tech to kick off the season last weekend. However, the Blue Devils weren't totally satisfied with that win, and our very own Jenna Rose spoke with Lawrence Tech head coach Andy Richards prior to the game, and here's what he had to say.
Coach, on Saturday, you and the coaching staff weren't necessarily satisfied with your 1-0 win. What are you looking to change in today's game?
We thought we could have performed better. We struggled first half, scored an early goal in the second. I thought that was going to get us going, and we never really capitalized on that. But matched that with intensity. That's a difficult balance sometimes. You want to be intense, but you want to have calmness in your mind. So just a better performance all around.
In a highly anticipated WAC matchup, let's find out if the Blue Devils can pull off the win. Starting in the first half, the freshman Jenny Deere puts Lawrence Tech on the board first after she threads the ball through two defenders to find the back of the net. Blue Devils lead 1-0 early in the first. Later on in the first half, sophomore Deanna Hill fakes out her defender and blasts the ball in for Lawrence Tech's second goal of the game. LTU now has a 2-0 lead. Still in the first half, the Blue Devils are rolling, and it would be the freshman standout Deere once again who comes up big as she takes the ball from the midfield all the way home for her second goal of the game to give the Blue Devils a 3-0 lead. However, Lourdes would go on to score their first goal of the season, but the Grey Wolves were no match for Lawrence Tech. LTU would go on to win this one with a final score of 3-1, bringing their overall record to 2-0 on the season, and we have Jenna Rose on the sideline with Jenny Deere.
Thank you, Jason. Jenny, coming off of last week's win, Coach Anderson Richard shared that he wasn't too happy with the quality of the performance. How has that changed in today's game?
I think the team just as a whole is working together a lot better. We're moving off each other. We're able to read each other's runs and passes. Just overall as a team, we're combining together. Our chemistry is a lot better.
We got to know KEAGAN McLean from the LTU dance team. Let's see what she had to say.
Hi, my name is KEAGAN McLean. I'm on the dance team and I'm a freshman. My favorite food is mac and cheese. My mom makes a really good homemade mac and cheese. Favorite dessert is just a chocolate ice cream. I work in an ice cream shop and they have really good ice cream there. My favorite TV show is Criminal Minds. It's always really fun to watch and interesting. My favorite singer is Harry Styles. I used to like One Direction when I was younger, so kind of just like him now. My major is architecture. My dad was a graphic designer, so I kind of took to the art side of things, and it's just something I've grown up wanting to do.
From dancers back on over to soccer, we check out the men's soccer game against Lourdes University. Let's roll the highlights.
The Lawrence Tech men's soccer team takes on the Grey Wolves of Lourdes University under the lights here at Blue Devil Stadium. LTU looks to get their first WAC win of the season. The last time these two teams went head-to-head, the game went into double overtime, and the Blue Devils came out with the win. Starting in the first half, just over 6 minutes into the game, the freshman Alexander Spirovsky punches the ball in for the first point of the game. LTU takes an early 1-0 lead. Later on in the half, the junior Alvaro Moreno jukes out the Lourdes goalie for the Blue Devils' second goal of the game. Lourdes would tie the game 2-apiece before the half. Coming back from the break, it was senior standout Juan Yaramilla with the free kick who finds the back of the net to put the Blue Devils up 3-2. Later on in the half, game tied at 3. It was the Yaramillo show as the Ontario, Canada native blasts the ball from 15 yards out to give the Blue Devils the lead. Lawrence Tech would go on to win this one with a final score of 4-3, bringing their record to 3-1 overall and 1-1 in conference play.
Good teams find a way. That's exactly what I said. Good teams find a way. Even though at times I believe we got really lucky today not to have gone down a few more goals, we stuck together. We stuck together as a team, and in the end we ended up scoring those 2 goals, and that's what led us to win the game today. So we stuck together and we found a way, so we're very happy with that.
The women's basketball team has been working hard on their off-season and incorporating some new freshmen into the lineup. Let's check out their practice report.
2020 has been pretty heavy. Bringing all these new faces in, we knew we really had to establish a positive and healthy culture. And that culture comes with high expectations and high standards, but at the same time, a lot of love. And if we've learned anything in 2020, it's about that. So for us as a staff, it's been about creating an atmosphere where it's high expectations, but at the end of the day, we're loving them, we're taking care of them off the court, and most often that transfers on court, and mistakes become okay in an environment like that. And we're growing. It's been a special 3 weeks of practice.
The biggest thing this year is just focusing on growth. We have a lot of freshmen and a lot of new people just trying to learn our system and what we do. So the biggest thing is to come in each day and just get 1% better. We really preach that, and the biggest thing is to be better than we are the day before.
A big focus of ours this year is just to trust the process. I know we have a lot of young players. We have 7 freshmen coming in. So just kind of trusting the process, trusting the grind, trusting each other. It's a new, different team than it is last year.
I think the overall goal is to just win more games than we have losses. We want to get back to nationals last year because we didn't get to play that game. So just be bought in and be ready to go each game and each time we step on the court.
It's important to have fun in practice. We have so many practices throughout the year and we all enjoy basketball, so we want to have fun. But the important thing is to be focused when we're supposed to be focused and lock in. Our practices are super competitive and we get after each other, but it just makes us better in the long run.
The important thing at the end of the day is that we're having fun and we have passion behind what we're doing. We need purpose to be able to really reach our ceiling and even go beyond that. And I think practice is high expectations, high standards, but we're gonna have fun. We're gonna laugh. We're gonna, joke with each other and keep it light. But at the same time, when it's time to work, it's time to work.
All right, everybody, well, we're going to take a quick commercial break, but don't go anywhere. The LTU Sports Report will be right back. Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Sarah Davis. Let's throw it on over to the football team as we get to know one of the football coaches.
My name is EJ Shaw. I coach defensive backs. I played 4 years at Siena Heights University. Before that, I played at Lincoln High School, and this is my second year here at Lawrence Tech. This season, I'm most looking forward to our young guys coming in and infusing some energy with our older guys and their experience in our conference. One of the advantages for this season is our younger guys got a chance to practice and learn our playbook in the fall, so now they'll be more ready to play in the spring. They'll be more incorporated with the team and our values.
LTU football is ready for kickoff. A huge push to grow the roster is on now. Scholarship opportunities are available. If you are interested in playing football at Lawrence Technological University, recruit yourself by going to the football page at ltuathletics.com.
We've got another practice report for you today. This time we chatted with some of the softball team to see how it's been getting back into the swing of things.
So when we found out that we weren't going to have our spring season when we were in Florida, it was very, very sad, and it was hard to see our seniors leave.
It was definitely hard emotionally for us, especially the upperclassmen, because we had to say goodbye to a bunch of players we've grown up playing with.
We definitely miss our seniors a lot. They were a huge part of our team. They started the program, and we are continuing to carry on the things that they taught us the best that we can.
But I think it's brought us closer together, and it's made us appreciate the game more and not take any second for granted.
It was hard to reunite as a team at first just because of the COVID protocol. To stay connected, we had Zoom calls every week. We chose to read a book as a team. We chose to do workouts as a team. We still had competitions as a team over Zoom. But as we got out and did more team practices, of course socially distanced, we were able to connect more and feel more unified. It was really exciting. It was really, it felt good to get back out.
First coming into it, we started off slow. We have to get our kinks out, especially from coming from COVID. Since we haven't had our fall season, we've been practicing every day and training and just getting better every single day and getting ready.
I really miss traveling for fall ball and getting to be on the field and actually touching dirt. But other than that, we're getting together as a team and we're really making it work with what we've got. And I'm super excited for the spring.
It's definitely going to be a little different going into the spring. We won't fully know exactly where people are going to play, but we're doing a lot of inter-squad scrimmaging, so we get to test people at different places, see how everyone works together, and hopefully it'll come along well. I think we have some good talent coming in.
We have 9 freshmen coming in this year, but they've been adapting pretty well. I mean, we have to teach them some new things, but they've been fitting in with us.
Freshmen are adapting very quickly to our process and buying into the process. So as long as they, keep doing what they're doing, we're going to look really good for the spring.
Taking things over to the golf course, we got to know Victor Quinnett from the men's golf team.
Hi, I'm Victor. I'm a sophomore in LTU. I'm studying robotics engineering. I would say The Office because it's very funny. And actually I discovered it this year because I'm French and I think it's a nice TV show. So I would say my celebrity crush is Emma Watson because she's cute. Outside of golf, I like to play video games and I also like to play chess. I love cats and I used to have 2 cats. So yeah, I think they're very cute. Favorite place to go on vacation? It's probably Paris because it's a very nice city, a lot of things to visit and nice food.
From ripping driver to digging volleyballs, our women's volleyball team took on Concordia University for the second time of the season. Let's see how it went. The Lawrence Tech women's volleyball team traveled to Ann Arbor, Michigan to face the Cardinals of Concordia University. The Blue Devils are in desperate need of a win as they look to avoid a 3-game losing streak. Standing in their way are the Cardinals of Concordia, who topped the Blue Devils 3-1 just last week. Can the Blue Devils avenge last week's loss? The game would get away from LTU early, as they would drop the first 2 sets 25-21 and 25-19. However, down 2-0, the comeback would begin as the Blue Devils take control in the 3rd set, jumping out to a 16-7 lead, cruising to a 25-15 3rd set win. But the Blue Devils would fall in the 4th set 25-19. Lawrence Tech would drop this one 3-1, bringing their record to 1-3 on the season.
Lawrence Technological University understands the importance of visiting a campus before enrolling in your college career. Here in 2020, LTU is offering the next best thing. 2 virtual open houses with tons of ways for you to investigate everything this nationally recognized university has to offer. Simply known as Blue Devil Days, you can explore their renowned academic programs in architecture, design, engineering, technology, science, and business. There's also an opportunity to hear about the admissions process and an overview of financial aid. You'll end the day with a student panel able to speak to current LTU students specifically about their college experience. The virtual Blue Devil Days are Saturday, November 14th and Saturday, December 12th, so be sure to RSVP today before space runs out. Just head over to upcoming.ltu.edu, click on Events and Tours, and then click on Virtual Events. The next 4 years are going to be the most important of your life. Do yourself a service and check out Lawrence Technological University.
And now we'll kick it on over to the women's soccer game against Cornerstone University.
We're here at Blue Devil Stadium as Lawrence Tech women's soccer team has a much anticipated WAC matchup versus the undefeated Cornerstone Eagles. The Blue Devils are coming off an impressive 3-1 win over Lourdes and look to extend their win streak to 3. The last time these two teams met, the Blue Devils knocked the Eagles out of the playoffs. Can the Blue Devils now hand the Eagles their first loss of the season? Let's find out. Starting in the first half, the Blue Devils would get out to an early start as freshman Jenny Deere would find the Highland, Michigan native Rebecca Holbrook, who races down the field and finds the back of the net for the first point of the game. Lawrence Tech takes an early 1-0 lead. Later on in the first half, the Eagles would get their golden opportunity as they would respond with a goal of their own to tie the game at 1 apiece heading into the break. Coming back from the half, each team would fire off a number of shots on goal in an attempt to take the lead. However, neither team would score in the second half. This game will be going into double overtime. This game would go on to end in a tie with both teams scoring 1 goal apiece. Lawrence Tech record moves to 2-1 on the season.
We knew they were going to be out for blood, so we made sure that we were putting all our effort in, and although we didn't get the win, we still were able to get a tie out of it, which is still great.
We worked really hard today. Last game we struggled a bit, but we really brought it today, and Doug's comment before the game was to dominate, so I really think that we tried our best to do that and won a lot of the ball.
And now Dylan Morello will give us a look at the upcoming schedule.
The Blue Devils kick off the week ahead with our women's volleyball team, who heads down to Indiana Tech on Saturday. Later that day, the women's soccer team faces Rochester University in Pontiac. On Sunday, the men's soccer reserve team celebrates their senior day, while the men's soccer team hosts a doubleheader against Cornerstone on Wednesday afternoon. Also on Wednesday is the opener for the women's basketball team, who takes on Rio Grande. We wrap up the week with a road game for the men's soccer reserves at Concordia. On an unfortunate note, the previously scheduled hockey games have been postponed until November.
All right, everybody. Well, that's all the time that we have for you this week. Be sure to follow us on all social media platforms at LTU Athletics. I'm your host, Sarah Davis. We'll see you next week.